In individuals, insanity is rare, but in groups, parties, nations, and epochs, it is the rule by Friedrich Nietzsche. Friedrich Nietzsche, one of the most influential philosophers, had a deep understanding of human behavior, both on an individual level and within larger groups like societies, nations, and historical periods. One of his most thought-provoking quotes, "In individuals, insanity is rare, but in groups, parties, nations, and epochs, it is the rule," speaks directly to the dangers of collective thinking and the often irrational, even destructive, tendencies that arise when people band together. At its core, Nietzsche's observation suggests that, while individual people tend to behave in a mostly rational and reasonable manner, things change dramatically when those same individuals become part of larger groups. Group dynamics can lead to behavior that no single person would normally engage in on their own. This is why mob mentality exists. When surrounded by others acting in a certain way, people can be swept up in the behavior of the crowd, even if that behavior is destructive or irrational. On an individual level, people generally make decisions based on their personal beliefs, experiences, and understanding of the world. Each of us, in isolation, weighs consequences, thinks critically, and acts according to our moral compass. While this does not mean that individuals never make mistakes or irrational choices, Nietzsche suggests that outright insanity, meaning extreme, unreasonable, or harmful behavior, is uncommon in individuals acting alone. However, the moment individuals become part of a group, something changes. In groups, people often feel less responsible for their actions. This diffusion of responsibility can lead to situations where people do things they would never do if they were by themselves. This is why mob mentality exists. When surrounded by others acting in a certain way, people can be swept up in the behavior of the crowd, even if that behavior is destructive or irrational. History is filled with examples of group insanity. Wars, genocides, revolutions, and political movements often show how easily large groups can be led to act in ways that seem insane, when viewed from an individual perspective. Political parties, social movements, and entire nations have fallen prey to extreme ideologies, often resulting in violence and suffering. For example,